Good afternoon, everybody. Yo, man. We already got some college football going on, but just in case if y'all missed it. Yeah, y'all tune in to Duke versus Georgia Tech. That's a good game, man. Yeah, I just decided look. I say, boy, this better than what I thought it was. That game started at 12 o'clock, along with Vanderbilt versus LSU. That's also another game y'all need to tune into. And then 12:45, you got South Carolina versus Oklahoma. That's another one. It's just getting started. And then you got the 3:30 games. Arkansas versus Texas A&M, Georgia versus Ole Miss, Wisconsin versus Ohio State, and Indiana versus Michigan State. 4 o'clock, you got UAB versus Memphis and Arizona versus Texas Tech. 6:30 games, you got Rutgers versus Oregon, Virginia versus Washington State. And then at 7 o'clock, you got Kentucky versus Texas. Boy, I can't wait for that one. 7:30 games, you got Notre Dame versus USC, Alabama versus Tennessee, South Florida versus Florida Atlantic. And then you got the 7:45 game, Auburn versus Missouri. 8 o'clock games, you got BYU versus Utah and Oklahoma State versus Cincinnati. I'm going to tell you these games again, just in case if y'all missed it. 12 o'clock, Duke versus Georgia Tech, Vanderbilt versus LSU. Them games already started. Y'all tune in to them games. Them are some good-looking games right now. 12:45, South Carolina versus Oklahoma. That's another one. And then you got the 3:30 games. You got Arkansas versus Texas A&M, Georgia versus Ole Miss, Wisconsin versus Ohio State, and Indiana versus Michigan State. Then you got the 4 o'clock games. You got UAB versus Memphis, Arizona versus Texas Tech. 6:30 games, you got Rutgers versus Oregon, Virginia versus Washington State. 7 o'clock, you got Kentucky versus Texas. 7:30 games, you got Notre Dame versus USC, Alabama versus Tennessee, along with South Florida versus Florida Atlantic. 7:45, you got Auburn versus Missouri, and then you got the 8 o'clock games, BYU versus Utah, and Oklahoma State versus Cincinnati. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about these games. Well, the outcome of these games. And who y'all got winning? I want to see what Texas going to do against Kentucky. And then Duke and Georgia Tech, that's a good one. You know, Vanderbilt, LSU, you got South Carolina, Oklahoma. There's some good games on today, man. A lot of darn good ones. Y'all let me know in the comment section who y'all got winning these games, man. And y'all enjoy college football because there's a ton of games to look at.